Hello, everyone. Welcome to Anointed Lady TV, the home of news and politics. If it is your first time in this channel, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you like what we do on this channel, hit on the subscribe button. Also put on the notification bell so you'll be notified by YouTube anytime we drop a new video. And if you are returning subscribers, thank you very much for always coming back to watch our videos. On this platform, we drop videos every day and we react to every video that come our way. And on this very video, I will be watching with you. And after watching, let's go to the comment section and drop our opinion constructively. Like our videos and also share our videos if possible. See you next time in my next video.
It is a very, very difficult period for us. And it's very important to update our customers and the members of the general public on the ongoing efforts by Nnpc and other stakeholders, including you, to resolve the issues generated by the unfortunate supply and discharge of methanol-blended gasoline in some Nigerian depots. Precisely on the 20th of January, Nnpc received a report from our quality inspector on the presence of emulsion particles in the PMS cargoes shipped to Nigeria from Antwerp, Belgium. Nnpc investigations revealed the presence of methanol in 4 of the PMS cargoes imported by our DSTP suppliers, including MRS, MRDEV, High Energy, AY, McKiffy, Britannia, U Consortium, Oando, and also our own company, Dick Oil. Cargo quality certificates issued at Load Port, which is Antwerp, Belgium, by Amspec Belgium, indicates that the gasoline complied with Nigerian specifications. The Nnpc quality inspectors, including GMO, SGS, JOCHEM, and G&G, all world-class surveyors and inspectors, conducted tests on this before discharge and also showed that the gasoline met Nigerian specifications. As a standard practice for all PMS imports to Nigeria, the cargoes were equally certified by inspection agents appointed by the midstream and downstream petroleum regulatory authority as products that met Nigerian specification. It is important to note that the usual quality inspection protocol employed in both load port in Belgium and our discharge ports in Nigeria do not include the test for percentage of methanol content, and therefore additive was not detected by our quality inspectors. In order to prevent the distribution of the petrol, we have ordered the quarantine of all unevacuated volumes and the holding back of all affected products in transit, both on trucks and in marine, and our partners are cooperating with us to achieve this. We'd like also to emphasize that all defaulting suppliers have been put on notice for remedial actions, and Nnpc will work with the authority to take further necessary actions in line with subsisting regulations. May I also emphasize that this is a very unfortunate situation. We apologize to Nigerians for this situation. However, we assure Nigerians that we are currently sourcing additional cargoes to ensure product sufficiency, and we do not see any danger or any supply disruption in this situation. I'd like to thank you for your patience, and we remain committed to serving you. Thank you very much.
The Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority wishes to inform the general public that limited quantity of petroleum product PMS, commonly known as petrol, with methanol quantity above Nigerian specification was discovered in the supply chain. Methanol is a regular additive in petrol and usually blended to acceptable quantity. To ensure vehicular and equipment safety, the limited quantity of the impacted products has been isolated and withdrawn from the market, including those loaded in trucks. Our technical team, in conjunction with Nnpc and other industry stakeholders, will continue to monitor and ensure quality products are adequately supplied and distributed nationwide. So there is no need to panic. The source supplier has been identified, and further commercial and appropriate actions shall be taken by the authority as well as the Nnpc. The Nnpc Limited and all marketing companies have been directed by the authority to sustain sufficient distribution of petroleum products in all retail outlets nationwide to avoid any scarcity. Meanwhile, the Nnpc has intensified effort at increasing the supply of petroleum products into the market in order to bridge any unforeseen supply gap. Thank you very much. Like I said earlier in my reading, we have identified the supplier, and as a regulator, we are going to impose sanction appropriate to this default. Similarly, Nnpc is going to put their own sanctions, commercial sanctions, in line with the contractual obligations between the two parties. Well, we have a technical team that comprises the Nnpc, the authority, major marketers, Moman and Dapman, that is sitting in Lagos, and they're going depot by depot with inspection agencies to try and identify and isolate all the off-spec material so that it doesn't slip into the market. However, for those loadings that have been made in the trucks, like I mentioned, in transit, the owners, the marketing companies are also tracking those, and they intend to isolate them. What is already in the tanks at the petrol stations, unfortunately, some of our people have already taken some. It's been addressed as well, because the major marketing companies as well as the Dapman members have already directed all their retail outlets to isolate those tanks in order to stop serving to the public. Well, first of all, I need to allay the fears of the public, because Nnpc has released from the strategic stock from Soleje Depot, if you're talking about the FCT area, and there is a very clean product that is coming from the decanted product that is in the storage. At the same time, effort is being made to bridge from the southern depots into the northern consumers. And like I said earlier, all these things is being done with very keen interest to isolate the limited amount, because very limited, to be honest with you, but because it has already gotten into the retail outlets, then it became appropriate. There are about 4 vessels that arrived in Nigeria. Of course, those vessels that discharged in some of the depots have been identified, isolated, so that is what it is really.
Maybe for clarity purpose, when you say 4 vessels, the viewers might not be able to relate. I'm thinking to put it in terms of liter quantity or percentage in terms of...
No, well, let's say in terms of the total volume on each vessel, approximately maybe 30,000 tons, metric tons in each of the vessels.
Okay. My question is actually about FCT. There's been few queues, even before this story came out about whether it's a limited amount came out. My question is, what is responsible for the queues in FCT? Because remember,
there are a lot of factors. First of all, say 3 weeks ago, it happened when the issue of subsidy came up online, when the government said there's no more subsidy, there's a bit deferment in terms of subsidy removal. Secondly, it came up because of the talk about shortage in the system, but it wasn't really such a. What happened is we tried to, when we got the information, when we detected this information, we tried to slow down and isolate the tank. So all those volume that was supposed to be coming up to the northern part or other parts of the southern, midwestern part of the country were actually stopped, isolated, because we wanted to investigate, identify, and isolate the affected volumes before it went into the market. So maybe that's what caused a small gap, which is manifest.